Next, we come to a story that you got very excited about, but I'm quite pleased to have found an alternative angle on as well. And that is the story with the headline from The Independent: Archaeologists discover ancient mosaic with message, be cheerful, enjoy your life. And you found this to be delightful and life affirming and wonderful. And
I,
and I like it.
I,
I do like it. But there's also another way of reading this. And well, let's kick off with what you found appealing about this story.
okay, hang on. Just let me find the. Let me open up the. Here we go. This is the account of this particular find in the Independent,
Uh huh.
Online. Archaeologists in Turkey have received wizened advice from beyond the grave after uncovering a unique 2,400-year-old Greek mosaic. The floor tiles, excavated in Hatay province on the Turkish-Syrian border, show a skeleton lying down with a wine pitcher and a loaf of bread alongside a text in Greek which says, "Be cheerful, enjoy your life." And it was actually found in what appears to have been the dining room of a high status home that was being excavated. Um, it's, I I mean, it's the one of the archaeologists who was involved is Demet Kara from the local museum, and she said. It shows that two things were important among the elite class in the Roman period in terms of social activities. The first was a bath, and the second was dinner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a development excavation. It was discovered during the excavation to build a new cable car system. So it's yeah. You say you've got another view. I think I know what your other view is, but you tell me.
Well, my other view is based on, first of all, an interesting conversation that unfolded on the RK Facebook page. As ever, the Supians were well healthily sceptical when I suggested that this could make actually an interesting tattoo. I'm sure someone out there would love that message somewhere on their
Yeah,
body.
I could
I
see
can
that.
see that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on the inside of your arm or something, you know.
on your
Um,
shoulder, maybe.
yeah, on your shoulder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And someone here suggested that there's something wrong with these translations. I can only see something along the lines of gladness or courtesy and time is running, which
Uh,
can be implied to be something along the lines of, akin to
yeah.
this notion of, feast today, or tomorrow we die. This kind of thing.
Yeah,
There's a duality
I mean,
there.
what in medieval and Renaissance times would have been called the memento mori,
Yeah,
the remember
yeah.
thou art mortal.
Yeah, or specifically to this time period, a very Epicurean notion of life.
Mm.
This idea of deriving maximum pleasure because tomorrow you don't know what's going to happen, and also in terms of the span of a man's life or a woman's life, it's a blink of an eye. And it was interesting because that also led me to someone shared very kindly a link to a blog post from I can't see their name right here, but I'll share the link below. From someone who examined the language a bit more carefully, and along with the imagery, actually, the composition of the mosaic that shows a person with foodstuffs, but also there's a skeleton there as well in the mosaic. And they came to the notion that perhaps there's an irony here. There's a bit of a joke, an in joke that the one who enjoys life is the skeleton figure. That maybe actually you don't. It's almost like you don't know what you've got until it's gone, or like a reflection on. And again, it's very Epicurean.
Yeah.
This notion of, and the fact that we today, and they actually make quite a good point here. So although we, with our modern eyes, would like to see a cool picture of a dude skeleton laid back, and only missing the sunglasses of a normal modern, meme or something, maybe we're
Yeah.
losing something in the meaning by making that association. Um, they actually said that the
Now that's
Greek,
really interesting. Actually, you using the word meme there
uh-huh, uh-huh.
because it is a single frame like a Twitter meme, an
Mhm.
internet meme,
Mhm. Mhm.
a single visual and piece of language.
Mhm.
So there's visual language and physical language, if you like, written language.
Mhm.
It does, and maybe that's one of the reasons this story has proved so immediate. It's actually very modern, regardless of the sense. Just visually and in terms of the way it's presented, it's a very modern image.
I think so. I think so, and I think no matter the actual interpretation, I didn't mean to put a downer on your optimism. I think there is something
You
here.
think I'm optimistic after the way we started this particular?
No, the jar is closed. The jar is closed. No more B word. Not to put a downer on, because you seem to love this, and I loved it as well. I still do love it, but I also love the fact that actually this is an insight into that reflection on the human condition as much as anything else. I mean, yes, it could be a life-affirming message of be cheerful, enjoy yourself. But it's a death-affirming message as well, which actually appeals to me. This notion of life exists in the shadow of death. Eventually you are going to be there, so enjoy what you've got now. And there is this notion of time running. There's also one element of the Greek could be translated as the person who runs to dinner. This idea of again time rushing to enjoy, to consume, maybe trying to linger before you die. This. All sorts of stuff going on. It's cool. It's good. I think it should be a tattoo. I'm tempted. I got my first tattoo this year. I'm tempted to get one. I am.
or a soup T-shirt maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to see if anyone owns the intellectual property on this excavation first. But then again, they won't own the alphabet. I'm sure I can.
Yeah, no, exactly. Enjoy your archaeo soup because for tomorrow you die.
Oh, nice. Enjoy a healthy portion of soup. Wink, wink.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah, you can just swap the bottle for a soup tin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that almost sounds like
the amphora. Sorry, it's not a bottle, is it? It's an amphora.
Now that would be an interesting paper, wouldn't it? Yeah, the Romans were trading soup to Britain. Yeah. Okay. Right. So
actually, it reminds me, and I wish I could have gone. The best conference I've heard of in recent years. I think it was in Spain about a couple of years back, and it was the archaeology of beer and brewing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Complete with experimental archaeology. I would have loved to have gone to that.
Sounds like carnage. Yep.